my easy editing hacks for content marketing. I'm going to be editing in real time right now, and I'm going to be sharing some of my easy hacks for content editing. And I think that they'll be easy for you to implement, even if you're a brand new beginner, haven't edited anything before. This is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headache and probably a lot of feelings of giving up because I have definitely given up and just said, kaput, I'm done. And I don't want you to be done. I want you to keep on going. And editing is a big stopper for a lot of people when they're creating their content. I don't want that to be the case for you. So we're going to go ahead and get into some of my easy content editing hacks. And I want you to steal them. Let's get into it. So the first thing is using the program called Descript. Now, Descript is something, it's an editor that is web-based, and they have a downloadable app on your computer. I have a MacBook Pro, all my little stickers, and I believe you can use it on a PC as well. And so, let me see. This is my mouse pad. But Descript allows you to edit based on your words and not on your video. So you're able to see your whole transcript of all your words to edit them. So you can see when you have taken a long break and you have a big gap in what you say. And then you're able to edit that out if you want to, unless you're pausing for dramatic effect. Like that. But using Descript to edit based on the words, because we're big on our words over here, right? Sharing meaningful marketing messages. We're going to first use a very, very easy editing tool, because you might want to edit with Adobe or Apple's program for editing, even CapCut. All of it is back. Okay. What's up, Isaiah Gack? Okay. What's up, Isaiah Galvin? Hello, everybody. We are here. I'm doing well. Editing hacks here. So the first one is using Descript, and I have the link in the description. I am an affiliate, but I also am a paying customer, and this is what I use. I'm using Descript right now, and let me make sure that I pay attention to what I'm editing so that you can actually editing right now. It's 11:39 p.m. where where I live in California, and I'm up late getting some work done. And I decided that I would go live while I actually work on my computer. So do you want to see what I'm working on? It's actually a video that I recorded, and duh, right? I would be recording an edited video. That would make sense, right? But you can see right here, all of the words. This is everything that I've said. So normally, and I know you can't read it, but I just want you to see all of the words. So normally, in order to it's 2:39 for you. That's awesome, Colton. You're up trying to get it in and try to learn something. I respect it. I love it. The easy part is that all you have to do is read it. And I remember one of the most frustrating things about editing was that you have to watch the video all the way through in order to edit. And then you edit a part and then you go like, well, what did I say? Did I already say this? Is this redundant? And then sometimes you end up repeating yourself and you can't remember because you can't read what you already said. So this editor is amazing in giving you the opportunity to really cut down on your editing time. So that's my hack number one. My hack number one is using Descript. And so let me show you right here. Right here, if you can see these grayed out lines, they're striked out, right? All the other words are white and then these are striked out. Those are where I decided to what's called ignore the text. So anything that you delete or that you ignore, it also takes out of your video. It takes out the video and it takes out the audio. So it takes out both, and it ends up cutting out that portion as like you deleted it. But sometimes I like to keep the extra because I might want to use it for another piece of content later. Like for if I mess up, but I didn't want to edit out all my mess ups, or for a specific piece of content on one platform, I don't want any mess ups. But if I upload as a podcast, a lot of people expect there to be some mess ups in a podcast if you're doing one that is just kind of like chill, you know? And so I might add that back in when I upload for my podcast. So it will end up, in effect, being like a duplicate video on my YouTube page, but on my YouTube channel, but everybody doesn't see your content. Like over 80% of my audience is not even subscribers of me. I've had over 4,000 views on my channel in the last month, and I only have, not only, but at this time, I have 212 subscribers. And let's see, 5 people that are on with me right now subscribe and increase that. Only if you feel like you can learn from me and learn about content marketing and stuff. I'm not here for subscribers just for the sake. Is that if you have, and then I created, what is it called? Composition. Composition, it made a smaller file with that shorter video. So this video is 20 minutes long. And then I made one short video that is less than a minute long. So it's about 30 seconds. So that's good for short. And then another one that's 1 and 40 seconds. And then shorts for me for my YouTube short strategy and for my Instagram strategy. And then when appropriate, my LinkedIn strategy to expand my content. I've already created the content. Why not share it? I'm not even seeing the content. So if you're able to take your longer create shorter forms of content, not necessarily short form, but even shorter forms of content for people to digest small bits. You can take one 20 or 30-minute video, chop it into 3 different videos, and call it a series. You've already done the work. Maybe you just create a new hook and a new intro for each video, and then you do a cool transition, some flashing lights, and a little, or sound effect, put some music over it, and then go into the video. You say, hey, this is part 1 of a 3-part series of a video, and the first part is about XYZ. What's up again, Isaiah? So you can take that one video, chop it up into 3 different parts, and make that a series. And each video, you're going to make a separate intro and say, hey, in this video, I'm going to be talking about part 1 of a 3-part series. And if you're struggling with this, if you're having problems with this, if you desire this, if you want this, then this is what is going to help you with this. And then make sure you stay around, because in part 2, we're covering X. So you give a little cliffhanger there. I talked about that in the video that I did yesterday, I believe, with the live video I did yesterday about content marketing and how to have engaging, not boring content. I believe that was yesterday. So my point is, it's very, very easy to edit based on the words that you say. And it's easy to create shorts from your content. What I was doing this evening was I was downloading my YouTube lives and uploading them to Descript. I wish there was an easy way for like Descript to automatically download them somehow. Descript has the amazing capability to upload the videos directly from Descript, having to download them to your computer and then upload to YouTube. All of that takes so much time. So when I'm done with a video, all I do is press publish, and it allows me to upload to YouTube. It actually gives me multiple options. I have the option to publish to a link, and then I have the option, like, so I can essentially have like a web page to share it with people and let people see it. That would be great if you're using Descript to do some editing for clients and you're able to let them see the work ahead of time before you shared it to social media. So that would be one instance, or if you wanted to get people's opinions on the video before you post it publicly, see if there's any input, that would be great. You could also share from Descript to eWebinar, Google Drive, Headliner, Hello Audio, which is a private podcast service, which is awesome. You can use that as a strategic avenue to guide people to a private podcast, and the only way they're able to hear specific content is if maybe they join your email community, which essentially the podcast would be either a free resource or a premium paid resource that you could sell as well. So if you wanted to create a series in a podcast and then make it private and say the only way that someone can access it is if they pay for it, which essentially is like a paywall where someone has to pay for something in order to gain access, then you can use Hello Audio. There's Podbean, Podcast.co, Restream, Video Ask, and Wistia. So all of those in Blueberry, and then YouTube, of course. All of those are options in order to upload your content from Descript. So, okay, what is another editing hack? Another easy editing. The first thing in Descript would be using the shorten gap feature. You have the ability to shorten word gaps is what the button is. I'm telling you, this is so easy. It's literally a button here that says shorten word gaps. So there's that. And then there's another right above remove retakes. So let's say that I stumble over my words. Okay, so I messed up on purpose right there. Let's say I stumbled over my words, and now I want to edit out the mess up. So without me doing anything, Descript is going to recognize that I started the same sentence over multiple times, and they're going to pick the best. In this case, it's usually the last one that you do. That's usually the best one. And it'll delete all the previous ones for you so that you don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to go looking, mess up and fumble over my words and had to repeat myself. I didn't remember that, right? I used to did all kinds of things when I was editing about 7 years ago when I was editing for YouTube. I used to try to like write down the timestamps where I messed up so that I can go back and edit them so I could try to save myself some time. I used to try to edit clips and say, okay, I'm gonna do this one clip and then stop and then press record again. And then I'm gonna do this other clip and then I'm gonna press record again. And that just didn't work out well. It took too much time. I'm not going anywhere. I actually have my primary camera recording me right here. And I'm just kind of grabbing some B-roll. I'm really trying to maximize my time. And I'm trying to just build up my B-roll library of myself I'm trying to build a B-roll of myself working, doing different things, right? It's just me on my couch and Just trying to, one save. Story blocks is expensive and I have not invested into it yet. I think I will eventually. I know I will some point in 2025 or coming up to that in just a day and some change. But I feel like the more you can show yourself, the more connection people are going to make with you. Like, I don't want to show a whole bunch of different random people in my videos as B-roll because I want people to connect to me, not to strangers that I don't even know their names, right? Like, if it helps with the story and if it makes a valid point and it helps to convey an emotional, a deep connection, then it makes sense. But as much as you can, if you can collect B-roll of yourself doing things that you're already doing, then it makes sense to just, take the extra couple of minutes to set up the video. And so I also have a cool angle of me talking to you while it's catching me right here that I could then end up using for Instagram as B-roll. I can cut myself out and put my words over. I can take a quote from my work, from videos that I have already recorded. That's one. Those are if I could say the three things that I'll be doing with my videos is finding some of the best shorts that I can find from these videos, finding the best quotes that I can use so that I can use those quotes for captions and text over B-roll. And then I would say the third thing would be to be able to make new compositions with multiple different quotes. So let's say I find multiple quotes within 20 minutes of this video in particular, and I really like this part. I really like this part, and then I really like this part over here. And I'm gonna cut out everything that's in between. So maybe this part is 2 minutes, maybe this part is 45 seconds, maybe this part is 6 minutes, and I put it all together, and now out of 20 minutes, I have a brand new video composition from the same content. And Descript makes it tremendously easy to recreate content from content that you've already created. I think one of the beautiful things that's available are short form content creation tools that are AI based. There's Opus Clip, which I've tried and is amazing. And then there is Nexus, which I haven't tried yet, but is something that I'm going to be trying. I'll be testing them out. And if you're interested to know which is better, which is going to give you better results, which is going to get more attention, I'm going to be testing. You got to fix your video quality. Hey, we're out here streaming. The streaming quality is not as good, but I can tell you something. My Sony ZV-E10 has amazing quality. So maybe I'll upload this video while I'm recording while I'm going live. So yeah, I'm so sorry that is glitchy, but I'll be uploading the video that is going to be much better quality than the streaming. The streaming is really, really tough. And unfortunately, our is an attic. So it has the ceiling and it has the walls that it has to try to go around to give me the best internet, and it is not doing it. I pay way too much money for my glitchy internet on the TVs so that we're using less Wi-Fi so that maybe hopefully our phones work better. But thank you for your patience and thanks for hanging out and like trekking along through the difficult glitchy video. Okay, so we want to take these videos and make short form. You can use Opus Clip. There's a Nexus that I'm going to be trying, and like I said, I'm going to be comparing those. There's Get Munch. I believe in video, there are several, I mean, a lot of different AI tools that you can use that will strategically pull some of the best. None of them at this time create shorter videos that are not just like short, under 2-3 minute videos. I I feel like maybe that might be an update for Opus Clip, or that it's coming. But when I first signed up, it wasn't available, and I signed up earlier. It, it's it wasn't available earlier this year. I believe when I read their website recently, like in the past couple of weeks, it said that it was coming. So I don't think they have it yet to where you can actually edit the video from like a long 20-minute video to like an 8-minute video. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that it also gives you the option to make multiple cuts so that you could take the very best parts of your video and put them together, right? So, for instance, let's say the videos that I have, they might have 3 to 5 tips in them. But the tip that I talk about multiple things. I might give examples. I might give, experiences, anecdotes, do some storytelling in between. And for a more direct video, I might want to cut out all of that. I don't want to call it fluff, because storytelling, to give people examples and to give people imagery on how things play out, I think is important and valuable. It's what makes connection. But sometimes when you're just trying to make the point, that straight, direct to the point, cut out all of that storytelling in between. So I hope that their update is going to allow the ability to make multiple cuts within there, so that you could take like the most viral of the most viral of their suggestions to put it all together. Um, how do you say your name? Magasatire? I'm also a content creator. I'm only uploading horror type of games. Oh, I see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not into the horror stuff. What's up, Alex B? We are talking about easy editing tips, editing hacks for content marketing. I've actually been in the middle of editing. And hold on. This is fresh lemonade that I made, and it's amazing. I even juiced the lemons in a juicer and made my own simple syrup. Tastes better than simply lemonade. Okay, so I've talked about the program to use in order to make editing much easier. I use Descript, the description. I am an affiliate, but I am a paying customer, because this has been the easiest program that I have used in my lifetime so far. It's easy. All you have to do is edit based on the words that you say. So I have my computer up right now, and it has all the words that I've said in this video. And all I have to do is delete the words I don't want and keep the words that I do want. And it's going to give me an edited video that takes out the video that coincides with the words. So if I delete the words, the video goes too. Let's see. Okay. Got some tips in what you got. All right. So that was one of my tips. Is with Descript, you can choose your short form. You might be like, man, that line that I said, that quote that I said is fire. It's amazing. And I really think it's going to hit with a lot of people. And so you can create a brand new video within your video. And now all of them are related to each other. And they're all saved under like kind of one pillar, so that you can refer back to them. And I love that, because you can keep on making new compositions, add, take away, edit them, and it's amazing. The other editing hack that I have, and this is probably like small, mostly step, ooh, let me start over. And then I'd end up with 15 different clips, and it was an atrocity trying to put them all together, and even more trying to figure out which ones were good clips and which ones were the bad clips, because I wasn't deleting them right away. And if you know, you know. So recording with all my mess ups, all my mistakes, all the, times I said it wrong, I said things incorrectly, and just leaving them there. Because in Descript, it'll be very easy to edit them out. I can read it and say, okay, that leads me to, I had a big pause. I muted the pause so that it skips the pause. Okay, so I didn't actually say it, but point number one is I took that out, wasn't very clear. And then I just said, question number one, you can ask yourself, in order to make YouTube easier for you, is what topics can you build community around? And honestly, I feel like that is a great quote in and of itself. Like, just real quick, right? Probably like a 3-second video on Instagram, even on YouTube. Just like, dude, like so short that it's hard for people not to finish watching it because it's right then and there. The other thing, some of the other, what do you call those? Features. It is midnight, y'all. So I'm slowing down. Okay, I've had a long day. That is killing me. Let's see, are we back? Okay, I did a major cleanup in my kids' room. Like, I'm tired, so if I'm a little slow or stuttering or something like that, please forgive me. Please forgive me. But here are some of the features that are really easy to use in Descript. They're literally click it, and that's it. There's one called Edit for Clarity. So it might take out things that either sound redundant, or you set it a little funky, and it might just take out some run-ons or run-offs where you just kind of go off on a tangent. Studio sound, which is great because if you're outside, it can really make you sound like you're in a studio. If you want to upload this as a podcast, a really great option to use the studio sound to take out the background noise. I have this video here. I was debating on whether to take out the back because I had one video where I actually took out the background noise, and I felt like it took away all the personality. I was in the park, and it took away the kids playing in the background. It took away the people talking in the background. Like, it wasn't disruptive because my mic is really, really good. The Hollyland Lark M2, I think, is amazing. And if you are looking for an amazing wireless mic that is not going to cost a whole over $100, but you can get the phone only version for like, I think like 120, 130, something like that. I have the one that actually also connects to your camera if you have a professional camera. So I have the option to connect to a USB-C phone, a lightning phone, and a camera. All right, so you can remove filler words, you can remove retakes, and you can shorten gaps, and then you can also add chapters. These are things that you don't have to think of the prompts, you don't have to try to remember what to say. It's literally right in front of your face, and you can just click on it and choose whichever option that you want. So I think that that's amazing. Really, really simple for easy peasy editing. People that have not edited before, you could use this for the very first time and not just feel like you want to pull out all your hair. because I may have or may not have wanted to pull out all my hair when I first started trying to edit years and years ago. And I gave up on it for a very long time. I was like, oh, if I can't hire an editor, I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't think it's gonna go. But now I'm able to do enough so that I can get the message out. And then what I really, really like is it does have some features for B-roll, which helps to engage visually. It does have some features for sound effects, and it makes it really easy to add music. Like literally, you just drag and drop stuff, and I can add music. And I have been using Epidemic Sound, so that's been really good. Let's see here. The other thing is, I didn't even mention this, is that Descript has AI as well with its Underlord. And so with Underlord, you're actually able to ask Underlord to draft a title, to summarize your video, provide you show notes, a YouTube description, or to draft a social post or draft a blog. So without writing a prompt, you can just ask it to do one of these things. So let me see, what do I have here? I'm like, did I finish editing this yet? I've been talking mostly. Usher show. I've never been, but my favorite football team, the Raiders, Raider Nation, is down there, right? Whatever your experience is and how it relates to my question, that is the same thing you need to do in your content. So when I talk about being a mother, when I talk about working a job and being what I call a weekend CEO, building a business in my spare time, all of those things will relate to somebody who's watching, whether it's having young children, whether it's being in late 30s and headed to 40, whether it's, just all kinds of things, right? So that's part of my video that I'm editing right now, and I just was playing it to just feel the essence, the vibe of my delivery, because I am going to add some music to this. If there's one thing that I can tell you that will statistically improve your videos, is to add background music, especially early on. Eventually, people will listen to you just to listen to you. But as you're learning how to convey your message, as you're learning how to deliver and talk to the camera, you might have some pauses and things, and your delivery might not be as great and not going to be as great as 100 videos in. And so if you can give some background music, it can help people with patience because they're vibing to the music while they're kind of passively listening to you. I know that kind of sounds like, well, man, they're not even listening to me. No, they're listening to the music, but you are increasing your watch time with that music, right? So I've had people where I paused a couple times during this live, pop in and pop out because maybe it got too slow for them. The tempo wasn't good enough for them. That's okay. But if you have some music, it can elevate the experience, it can elevate the mood, and get people emotionally connected to the message while they're listening. So if there's one thing, if you don't have a lot of fancy editing, if you don't have a lot of transitions and stuff like that, if you don't have a lot of B-roll, if you don't have a lot of text on screen, a very simple way to create more engaging videos is to use audio. And right now I use Epidemic Sounds. Let me see. Top 20 Louisiana Law says great info. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm glad you find it helpful. Mark says, hey, just joined your stream. Please make sure to love yourself and never listen to the other people's opinions about you. Happy sending much love from Utah. Mark sending much love from Utah. I appreciate you, Mark. You know what? I'm here for the 2 and 3 5 people that are here for the positivity, for the growth. There are always going to be people that are negative. There are always going to be people that are naysayers. And I used to be scared of that, like really, really scared. I used to be so apprehensive to get on camera. Well, not the get on camera part. I actually kind of like talking to myself in a video, and then I would just hoard all the content. I actually did a live about unhiding your content because I decided that I was going to unhide my content. And so I'm actually going to be doing a little mini campaign in Instagram where every day for 30 days, because I feel like 30 days is it's attainable to to do in a row. And I'm going to use old content that I created and never shared with my new content. And just to show people that, hey, even when you think that is bad, it's still good. Let's see. Mark says, I'm subscribing because I could use some of this information. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Mark. Hey, before you leave, because I think I'm about to sign off too. I got to get up in the morning and go to work, right? But before you leave, make sure you join the email community because YouTube doesn't always tell you when my next video is coming out. And I don't want you to miss the valuable information. So make sure you join my email community. I have 2 gifts for you. You can either join the M2 marketing community, link in the description, and that is the magnetic and meaningful marketing community because we want to attract our customers and then we want to give them a meaningful message that keeps their attention as well. But then if you want a resource to help you jumpstart your content marketing, I have the content marketing profit plan. That's the very first link at the very top in the description. And so that's going to give you some basics on being able to start crafting your magnetic and meaningful marketing message so that you can use content marketing in order to attract more business. We want to get visibility, we want to get attention, keep the attention, and then convert the attention into customers. And that's what we're here to talk about. That's what we're here to do, grow, learn together. Let's see, Mark says, I have to make sure to join the community. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day too. You know what, y'all? I got to talking and blabbering my mouth. I'm about, I'm actually mostly done with this. I'm probably going to play this tomorrow to see if I got all the edits that I want, and then I'm going to come back and add some music to it. And then make sure you come back. I'm going to put it on myself. Come back tomorrow before, I can't give you a time because I don't know when I'm going to be able to put the music on, but come back sometime tomorrow to check to see if this video is up, or better yet, by Wednesday, which is the 1st. So no later than Wednesday, you'll see the video up. Again, if you haven't already, join the email community so you don't miss out. YouTube is an algorithm, and there's no algorithm with email. I will share when I go live. I will share when I have new videos up to my email community, so you don't miss out on this free game, because I have given a lot of free game that clients normally pay for. So with that, I am going to remind you to please share a meaningful marketing message with someone you can help. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.